Just going for a walk with my doggie. She's so cute. So, lots going on in the news, I guess. Yeah, it's a never-ending situation. No. Be nice. That's okay. You're okay. No. Come here. Hi. Honey. Uh-oh. Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. Honey, come on. Good girl. This neighborhood is so awesome. Look at look at that. Look at those houses way up there. So, I've been a little bit kind of depressed, a little bit more anxiety going on than usual. I attribute it to the holidays, but it's nerve-wracking, to say the least. So, what better way than get rid of some of that anxiety than taking a walk? So I'm gonna go ahead and hope that you guys are doing better in this holiday season than I am, because I am freaked out still. I have really weird thoughts about being in a fight with my family. I feel like my family's gonna and then the news, it doesn't help when you see all the stuff that's going on family-wise, just people killing each other. It's a lot to handle. I'm 51 years old. I just turned 51 last Saturday, and it's been a tough week. No, don't go on that rug. No, don't go on that rug. Somebody's rug. So it's been just a tough situation for me. Last week during my, look at this fence or gate. I want one of those for my house. It's just been really, really hard. Lots going on in my life. My, a leaf just went down my bra. Obviously therapy is amazing because it helps me kind of understand the things that I'm going through. For example, when I talk to my husband about it, I am able to... No, come this way. No, you're going the wrong way. This way. Want to go around the school? It's kind of cold. It's really cold out right now, and I haven't gone on a lot of walks. But my waistline's getting bigger, so I need to start walking. Anytime I can't fit into something, I walk for a few weeks until I start, I'll walk every day for 3 weeks. They say that when you do something and you commit yourself for 21 days, it becomes a habit. So, and vice versa. If you are used to walking every single day and then all of a sudden you stop walking like we did during the pandemic, we saw that, the body gets accustomed to it. And so again, if you go 21 days without walking, it becomes a habit. So getting back into the habit of it is a little bit hard, but it's life, right? Look how beautiful that is. White picket fence. Everybody needs a white picket fence. The sun is glorious. So, that's just, what's happening. I got a stroller for my dogs because I have 4 little chihuahuas, and they are You know, I mean, you could say that they don't need a walk, but they need walks. Everybody needs a walk, you know. Walking is good. So yeah, we need to get the Chihuahuas exercise. There's a lot going on at the house right now because we haven't actually, hi puppy. We haven't actually, no, don't run. Don't be cry. It's okay. Hi. We haven't, well, we're putting up the Christmas tree. We're painting. We're cleaning up the garage. Doing a lot of the laundry that got kind of piled up when we had, family over. It's amazing the amount of laundry that piles up when you have people staying at your house for over a week. I mean, it becomes a task in and of itself. Oh my God, that leaf looked like a rat. So, just look at the sun. It looks glorious. So, just a lot of stuff that's happening right now. My husband's doing inventory. But of course, he started with his famous, with his best and famous and infamous cards, right? So, I mean, we're happy, I mean, what can we do? We could be happy. Hi. We're just happy, We're happily moving along and doing our thing. And, he's doing his cards. I'm doing my filming. Apparently, it's currently Vlogmas. I don't know anything about that. I feel like it's just for young kids because I only see young kids doing it. Are you going to pee? Yeah, ooh, stinky. Wait a minute. Let's get that. So anyway, it becomes a lot. But I was talking to my husband today. I was telling him, that the work that has to be done after people stay at your house, believe it or not, is a lot too, Oh, it's just a little tiny piece of pee. So, the work that you do at your house is a lot too, Everything is a lot. And I'm only talking shit because, last week he was like, oh, this house has like a bunch of Chihuahuas. And I think people vote here. Anyway, honey, where are you? Where'd you go? Yeah, so like, he was telling me, oh, you need to do you haven't done laundry, or that laundry hasn't been completed in like months. And I was like, really? Because your brother and his kids stayed here for a fucking week, and I still haven't gotten around to cleaning up that fucking room. I'm not a fucking maid, People think, oh, you could clean it. No, bitch, I ain't cleaning shit. If you come stay at my house, clean up after yourself. Oops. Yeah, it just pisses me off that people kind of take advantage. And the brother's been doing it forever, and I get it. It's family and shit, but like, for God's sake, Get a room. So yeah, that, when I have that much fucking laundry, the idea that I have to fucking do all that laundry by myself, I'll be like, fuck that, I won't do it. So I think I filmed it, I think I filmed it in one of my videos that, like, I said, this is what I have to do. No! Hey! Quit it! She acts like a wild thing sometimes. Oh my God, I have to turn around because this goes all the way down, and I gotta go back I have to be home at 5. Because I have a Teams call today. Is this house empty? No. So, I mean, What the fuck, honey? Stop. You're acting weird. So, yeah. It's just a lot. But yeah, like, I've been a little bit depressed because, like, I really want to go see my mom, you know? But, like, I'm literally in the middle of something. I'm in the middle of getting, like, counseled for grief, and it's complex grief. So I've been really just struggling. Stop it! Come on. Quit it. Quit it, or you're gonna get short leashed. Her poopy stinks, though. What the fuck, dogs? This guy's trying to get up. Ooh, look at those freaking... The entire area where I live is surrounded by trees that look like that. All kinds of free trees. The lady at the corner has a pomegranate tree. No, come on. That fucking gate's open. Crazy. I used to walk all this all the time before I was diagnosed. Ooh, this wall looks like it's coming down. Nice wall, but it's all crooked. No, come on. Oh, let's go look at those over there. Come on. And then head home. It's only been 10 minutes. Yeah, just crazy. You know, trying to get through my agoraphobia took years. Today, I actually thought, like, for the first time in a long time, you know, oh, I want to go get boba. So, I mean, it starts off small like that. You know, you get an urge to go out, step out of your house and go and get boba, you know. I remember when I didn't have the gall to, I didn't have the wherewithal, really, to, like, get up and get outside of my house and go and get, like, yogurt, you know, something as simple that and so enjoyable as yogurt, and you just can't go even leave your house and go get yogurt. Something that you're going to enjoy and just, you know, is so tasty. But you can't get out of your car. You can get there, but you can't get out of your car. I mean, I went years like that, you know? And let me just put it to you this way. Being a minority has never been a good thing, you know? Because it leaves you in shambles, and you could be grown, late 20s, still feeling it. Still, like, you know, suffering that maladjustment of the whole criteria of racism, right? Stick to your own, you know? Or, you know, you're the Oreo, right? The Oreo cookie. You're brown on the outside, white on the inside. Gravel. I used to have nightmares about gravel. In a particular yellow house. So yeah. Hi. Come on. So yeah, agoraphobia is hard, you know. It's hard. Like, for example, I've been in therapy for for 30 years. I've never had therapy for agoraphobia. I didn't even know I had it. I thought I was just depressed and I couldn't leave my house. Come to find out, there's this thing when you can't leave your house. Yeah, it has a name. And little by little, that's how I started coming out of my shell. Just learning more. Learning, reading more, learning and reading more. I mean, I'd get up sometimes, go on the internet, be on there for 8 hours in my pajamas. I'd literally, like, run into the shower right before my husband was gonna get home. researching. And he never gave a fuck. He never gave a fuck. I could be fucking sitting there for 16 hours and he would have been like, can I get you something to drink? Can I get you something to eat? Do you need any help? I mean, the man is a literal saint. Literal saint. Last week I covered the fact that, no, let's go this way. Last week I covered, last week I covered with my therapist the last 21 years, right? So we're doing complex grief, and we're doing grief counseling that I requested, right? Because I had a lot of people pass away on me this year, one of which was my favorite nephew. And honest to God, like, I didn't even know that I was grieving for the people during 9/11, you know? Like, I remember my husband saying to me, honey, wake up, the towers are on fire. And I remember saying, how are the towers on fire? I mean, someone tried to bomb them in 1990 or 91, but they, like, drove a van of explosives into the lobby. They didn't, like, what do you mean on fire? Like, I'm sure that you mean, like, only a little tiny corner of it is on fire. Let me get the first floor. But he was like, no. And I woke up, I sat up in bed, and I looked at the TV set, and lo and behold, there was a gaping hole in the middle of the edifice, 110 stories high. And I thought, someone did that deliberately. Like, did it crash? You know, like, we knew it was a plane because they were saying it. And it was probably an hour or two. My husband, like, went to work. Maybe it was even half an hour after he had left. That, like, I got up from the bedroom and I went into the living room and I watched TV in the living room because there was his couch was a futon. And so, at the time, I was literally moved. When I met my husband, it was like the end of my son's 8th grade year, and he was going into 9th grade. And 9th grade was considered high school. So, like, you know, I was moving, and so, like, I had already decided just to bail out of my apartment, and I was, you know, staying at my brother's on his couch until, like, the end of June, which was, like, in another couple of weeks, because my son was going to go to Costa Rica for the summer, like he usually did every year, and then I was going to, you know, possibly couch surf or stay with a friend, right, until I got my new apartment. And you guys, I'm 150 pounds now, but, like, I'm not fat or anything like that, but, like, at the time, I was literally 89 pounds. So, like, to say that I could fucking barely stand, I mean, I could stand, but, like, I was going literally through undiagnosis, meaning I wasn't diagnosed yet. So, like, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what fatigue was. I thought that, like, you know, and I'm a dancer, so, like, I'm an interpretive dancer. So, like, I thought that I was dancing and that's what the dance was doing to me. Like, I was so fucking fatigued. Look at that. I like that. That's the rock. That's nice. I literally thought that, like, I was tired. Just, like, I was just a tired fucking bitch. That's all I thought. It never occurred to me that I had some, you know, undiagnosed, you know, demyelation disease of the brain. I never knew that, you know? I mean, even still when I say it, people look at me and they're like, don't say that. And I'm like, but it's true, you know? My husband says, don't talk about your teeth. It makes you sound old. But it's true, you know? Like, I'm not going to fucking sit around here and act like, oh, let's pretend it's not, I'm not that person, you know? Like, I face things head on and I like barrel through them. I'm not gonna just like sit back and, you know, twiddle my fucking thumbs. So, yeah, I was going through it when I met my husband, and I remember him saying to me, where are you going? And I said, I'm moving to Vegas. My family lives up there. And he's like, why? And I said, because the cost of living is cheaper up there, and I want to buy a house, and I'm a dancer, and I need to work a little bit for a lot of money. But I didn't know at the time that this was a strategy that I was using because my body had already gone. See, my brain had already gone into survival mode. So I already knew that I needed to survive. And I also knew that I was really young, right? I mean, I wasn't even 30 years old. But I also knew that, like, living was going to take an effort. I was going to have to, like, really, really push forward, you know? Like, I knew my son was, like, you know, grown and, like, off on his own, going to be soon. But I also knew that, like, I still wasn't married and I needed to take care of myself. And I was single, okay, when I met Ross. I was single. And I had stayed that way because I had a kid to raise, and I didn't want to be around any, like, ill-willed people, or, you know, I didn't want to be around, you know, just complete, you know, the worthless type, right? I didn't want to be around that, and I didn't want that for my son. And so I had to, you know, grin and bear it and work hard, and, you know, I would work one day, make $500, but the fatigue for the next 5 days would kick my ass. I would have to call out. I eventually stopped even filling out schedule requests and just came in on my own time and dime. And they got used to it, and they allowed it, and they never bothered me about it. I came and went as I pleased, usually twice a week. I made my rent in a night, maybe 2 nights, and had a little extra. I mean, if I said to you that my life was easy then, you know, granted I lived in a beautiful condo. Is that poop? Did you just poop? I'm not going back there to pick it up. You know, I lived in a gated community. I had, you know, security. There was, you know, LA City codes throughout my complex. I mean, it was an estate property. It was beautiful. And I never left there. And I thought it was just because I danced. Dancing takes a lot out of your body. That's what I thought. No, your body's resilient. And the more you use it, the better it is able to, you know, live and thrive. And that's the truth. And so it took me a really long time to figure it out, you know? I mean, I was with my husband 7 years already before I figured it out. We're going on 21 years now. So 14 years. So they say seasons are 7 years. For each season, it's a 7-year period. So we're talking 7 years in 21 years. That's 3 serious periods, right? So yeah. To say I'm mourning, you know, like me, the people in my life that I've lost, the COVID obviously is quite traumatic, right? Don't forget that trauma is an injury to the body. So it's not, no. She loves these people here. She always, look at these doors. You know, trauma is an injury to the body, you know, it's not mental illness. So, like, you know, while I do have, no, Mama, while I do have, you know, this brain disease, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like, I can still thrive. I can still live my life. I can still continue forward. I can still start new businesses. You know, it doesn't mean your life ends. It just means that you have to start a new life, and it's a different life, and it's over the last life, right? So like, I often say that like I grieved my old self. Oh wow, that's like total epiphany right now. So like, I grieved my old self because once I got diagnosed, I knew that the old me would never be again, right? So when you're a dancer, we're talking pole climbing. Like, you know, at some point you realize like you're never going to be able to go back there again. You know? I mean, having an autoimmune disease means that like, listen, you know, having an autoimmune disease means that like I'm never going to go back to dancing because my body's literally like attacking itself. So like my hands, years and years and years of dancing on brass, right? Grabbing the pole, climbing the pole, right? And my hands are eczema. Like I can't, like they're so dry. Like the worst thing that could have ever occurred to me in terms of like in my 50s, because a lot of my friends that are in their 50s are still dancing, you know, and they don't have autoimmune diseases, but they didn't get broken down like I did when I was a child and suffered the trauma that I did. You know, I suffered a lot of trauma. And so, you know, I always knew I had a shelf life in that industry. I always knew that the business was going to shelf me one day. I knew it. I knew I was not going to be a long hauler, you know? And that's why I continue to look after my body and keep it trim and fit and, you know, lose the fat, because I'm a dancer, you know? That's my trade. If I ever have to go back, don't get it twisted. I'd go back in a heartbeat. I miss my life. I love my life, but I miss my life. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a very raw and emotional tributary to like what I've lived, and I'm proud of it. So happy Christmas. There's my Christmas. I'm not done decorating yet. And thanks for watching. Thanks for coming with me on my journey through life. And God bless.